Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. I got a video today from Insolent Audit. Gorilla versus accountability.
I'm about to leave for a date. If you're new here, I went through a divorce last year. I've been separated a little over a year. I just went through a breakup about 6 weeks ago from a situationship, whatever. I didn't really know. It was my first real thing since my divorce. It was only 3 months long, but it rocked my world. Now I'm getting back
Okay, so I divorced and got pumped and dumped
out there. And I genuinely, right now, I don't have excitement for this date. This guy is sweet. He's great. I don't know. We'll see. I don't have excitement. Right now I have anger because I'm dealing with these nerves of a first date, right? And I'm angry at my ex-husband because I'm almost 30 and I'm getting ready for and I'm nervous for a date. I'm angry at my ex because there was love bombing and promises made that I didn't think I would be here. I'm angry at the universe that I am almost 30 and going on dates. And I'm a single mom. And I'm gonna suck it up. I'm gonna go smile. I'm gonna go get to know somebody and I'm gonna do my best. Because I don't wanna be alone forever. I want to date.
Again, what was wrong with your husband? It didn't sound like anything wrong with him. You didn't say anything that was wrong with him.
To meet my person. So this is a necessary thing. I just wanted to say that if you're like me and you're in this weird position where it's not fun, where you literally have anger because you have to go on dates.
But you chose this. You chose this life. You left your husband.
I don't know if I'm alone in this feeling. I don't know if this is normal. To be angry.
No, there's plenty of women that are upset and angry for divorcing their husbands, thinking that the grass was greener. You're not special.
I was angry because I did not think I would be here. I did not think that I would be 30, a single mom, going on dates and having to be nervous for dates. Just not the way life was supposed to go. Here goes nothing. Here goes nothing, I guess. So we'll see.
Oh, poor you.
Uh-oh, fam. Everybody back up. This tatted up single mom of 4 who is about to smash through the wall is angry because she's dating at her age. All right, sister, let me ask you something. Whose fault is it exactly that you're almost 30 and dating? That would be you. You said you're mad at your ex-husband. I'm assuming that you divorced your ex-husband because it's not logical that your ex-husband is going to divorce you at this age when you have 4 kids together, because that's a lot of child support he's going to have to be paying off for a long time. And you said that you're angry at the universe because you're single and about to turn 30? Again, whose fault is that? Yours. You know who you should direct your anger to? To that person that's in the mirror. Look at that queen there and say, dang it, sister, why'd you set me up this way? I mean, queen, do you actually think that this sweet guy that you're going to date or any other guy that you're going to date isn't thinking, oh, wait a minute, hold up. Your package deal comes with you and 4 puppies? Are you going to rock my world that hard that I have to continue 4 saved games from the previous man? Doesn't sound too logical now, does it? Now, don't get me wrong. If it was the other way around and you were dating a guy with 4 kids, it's completely different because, want to know why? He doesn't need you to pay for those kids. You, being a single mom of 4, it's not so much the love that you're asking for right now. It's this little thing called help. These kids are expensive. That's a lot of mouths to feed.
I need resources. I'm a broke, dusty, musty, crusty without my husband.
I don't want to work 2 jobs. If you want to express your anger better, why don't you just say, hey, I'm angry at inflation because feeding these 4 kids just got more expensive. Or say, hey, I'm angry at the department stores because, dang it, clothing these kids is pretty pricey. I mean, what did you expect? That you were going to divorce your husband and all of a sudden Prince Charming was going to come in and sweep you off your feet and give you that fairy tale ending? Well, come to think of it, you kind of got a fairy tale ending, didn't you? What kind of a fairy tale ending? I mean, you got a nursery rhyme. You ever heard of the old lady in the shoe? You're halfway there. Well, the nursery rhyme never did say how many baby daddies that old lady in the shoe had. But I'm pretty sure 10 years from now, your real life experience will give us a more personal.
I didn't realize, I just thought about it now, that the old lady in the shoe was pretty much a single mother with just a whole bunch of kids, wasn't she?
Precise number of how many Chaz and Tyrones you needed to fill up that boot with kids. Actually, to fill you up, to then fill up that boot with kids. Before we move on, I want to say thank you, fam, to all of my subscribers for supporting this channel. I truly appreciate all of you who leave comments, who like my videos, and share them on other social media platforms. I truly gotta say thanks, fam. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here. And for those of you who haven't subscribed yet, I thank you for tuning in, and I hope you decide to hit that subscribe button. Moving on!
The first breakup after a divorce.
will possibly be the worst breakup of your life. It will make you question everything that you thought you knew. And yes, it could possibly have you crying for days, maybe weeks, from what I've heard, because it was possibly the first time that you have felt something in so long. If you've gone through a breakup and a divorce, am I right, ladies and gentlemen? Is this the truth? Because the first one for me was the worst.
Wait, there's a second one?
Who hurt you?
Well, you don't say there, my decades plus post-walk queen. Let me get this straight. It wasn't your divorce that made you cry for days and destroyed you. No, because actually, you're the one who put in for the divorce, so obviously you planned that one out. You wanted to make him cry. But no. It's your first breakup after your first divorce? I'm assuming that this is the guy that you left your husband for, that you're talking about. As if
The Chadrone that pumped and dumped that you left him for.
and how a good percentage of women who are going to put in for the divorce already have their next relationship kind of planned out. But then, after the guy had his fun with you, he decides to break it off with you, and it totally destroys you. Yeah, we have a term for this in the manosphere. It's called being alpha widowed. And in your case, you got alpha widowed pretty dang hard there, Queen. Look at the bright side, Queen. At least you enjoyed the guy's jackhammer for a while, until he decided to pass up on your cracked taco, because he got it at a deep discount price. Moving on.
If you're starting to date again and it's starting to feel a little bit discouraging, like you missed out on your one opportunity to have a whole and complete family, first of all, you can be a whole and complete family and absolutely so thriving, just you and your kids. Believe that.
You're not a whole complete family if it's only you and your kids. Stop making up lies.
But if it's your heart's desire to meet someone and to have a life partner, and you're worried about how that would look and would it feel like just an extra burden that you're constantly buffering and like two families that are not really blended, let me put your mind at ease. It is so possible to have someone come into your life and bring so much enrichment to your kids. We're not talking just putting
Is that it? Just so much enrichment to your kids?
up with the kids so they can be with you. We're talking somebody who is invested and loves your kids like they're their own. I encourage you to believe this and to date accordingly and do not settle for it.
You're setting your kids up for failure. You're setting your other single mothers up for failure if this is what you guys truly think, that men out there really were going to love your kids and take care of your kids as if it's their own. There's going to be some, but very few.
Or anything less.
Oh boy, a strong and independent single mother's just telling all these femme fatales out there, hey, don't settle. I mean, you divorced your husband, you broke up your family, and now you and your kids are on your own, and she's trying to tell you, yeah, don't worry, you could be a complete family without that. But, just in case, it is totally possible to find yourself a blue pill beta simp out there who's going to come in here and raise your kids, i.e., all the responsibility with none of the authority. Sure, that's going to happen. But the reality is, whichever guy that comes in and decides to play another man's safe game, you're not going to respect him long term. Come on,
Nope.
Queen. He's not going to be the love of your life. He's just hired help that you're paying him with your roast beef. So he can come in and enjoy the wonders of playing stepdad until you can divorce him down the road and then take half his stuff. Moving on.
Okay, so like I've stated so many times, I was with my former spouse for 20 years, married for 14.
Damn.
It's been almost a year since I've been 100% single. And during that year, I've been going on dates, meeting humans, blah, 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 blah. Well,
I would hope you're meeting humans and not animals or something, because that's illegal.
the person that I not even seriously dated, but actually caught feelings for after my...
So the Chadrone that pumped and dumped you after the relationship ended, or the marriage ended?
my former, it was weird because you don't know how to be single when you've been with someone for that long, so you kind of displace your emotions and relationship and energy towards that next person you date. So it's almost harder to move on from that person than your ex-husband or
Doesn't even make
ex-spouse.
sense.
Does anyone else feel
Other
this
than
way?
the whole
It's harder
alpha
to move
widow.
on from him than my husband.
The Chad was great.
Yet another example of a divorced older queen who more than likely left her husband for the Chad Tyrone that was piping her down while the husband was away at work. And then she decided, after, she said 14 years of marriage, total of 20 years in the entire relationship, to throw it all away because the tube steak that the bad boy was packing was just too good to give up on.
Pretty
This
much.
girl is almost convinced that's the reason she left her husband. And as she says, leaving
He was a better freaking plumber than Mario.
the guy after her marriage is much harder than leaving her husband. Again, it's called alpha widowed. You went out with the super stud who told you everything you wanted to hear. Oh yeah, I'm going to take care of you. We're going to be happily ever after. This exciting little adventure, it's going to turn into a full-blown relationship. Yeah, because we all know that something that comes out of infidelity is destined to last for the rest of your life. Sure. The logic is so sound on that one. Oh, I'm sorry, Kawins don't use logic. They use something more powerful. We call those the all-important fifis. But as you can see, the sting of the alpha wooden whip is a doozy, and it lasts a long time with these crack tacos. Hey, sweetheart, you want to know what the best medicine for that is? A few extra cats, and at least 3 boxes
Stay away from them stale tacos, man. Taco Bell tacos.
of wine to go with that. Moving on.
I have a genuine question for all of those divorcees who are dating with children.
That's not
I
me.
think waiting to introduce your children to your potential significant other or your significant other is vitally important. However, this is where my mind's at, and be kind. I've never been in this situation before.
It doesn't. Just because you've never been in it before doesn't mean you're allowed to have stupid thoughts and not have anybody, say that they're stupid.
What if after the 6 months, your kids and your significant other don't get along? What if they hate this person? Could 6 months be too long? I'm not saying I agree or disagree. I genuinely don't know. I would love to hear your guys' experience. I know that we all have our own experiences, but I've been hearing time and time again that people are not introducing their kids to their significant other for 6 months. And that, while I think it's smart to wait, I feel like 6 months is a long time to wait for someone to find out if they have chemistry with your children,
Why do they need chemistry with your children exactly? It's called authorities. You just deal with it.
So I would love to hear your thoughts on this. What do you guys think? What have you done? What has worked for you? What do you recommend? I don't want arguing in the comment section. I just want your genuine opinion on this matter, because I'm actually not dating, so I don't know why I'm asking this question.
Exactly.
I literally,
Because you want attention.
I've been single for 1.5 years on purpose. But if the moment arrives and the universe has given me this person, I want my kids to get along with this person. So
See, this is the problem that women have, right? They think about all of these scenarios beforehand when they haven't even gotten to the first step of finding a person they like.
So what are you guys doing to ensure that? That would be a deal breaker for me. I don't care how special this person was. If my children didn't get along with them or like this person, no go. You know what I mean? Anyway, that is all. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.
All right.
Even more reason why you don't date single mothers. Because all of a sudden you can jive with her and be great with her, and then the kids hate you and it's over.
Right, to my female viewers, I'm about to put you on some game here. Let me get this straight here, my decades plus post-wall Colleen. You forced your children into the divorce because you no longer want to be with your husband or the baby dad or whatever. You cut that off, and now, because they're alone, and you're saying, oh, wait a minute, I might bring another man around. He better get along with my kids. I mean, it could be a deal breaker. Have you stopped for one moment to think about what you're doing? You're the one who did all this. You're the one who forced them into this whole thing. They had no choice in it. The only choice they have is whether I'm going to get along with this guy or not. And you're going to sit here and say, oh, well, you know what? It's a deal breaker for me. Sure, that sounds awesome right now when you're saying it's a deal breaker for me, but we're going to delve into this thing that this gorilla loves to bring into these situations. It's called reality. And let's be real about this. Because you were willing to break your first family, take away your kids from their father, because you placed your fifis above their needs, do not sit here right now and try to sound so virtuous that, oh yeah, well, you know what? I'm going to put my kids over the next guy. No, you're going to do what you always do. You're going to put your fifis above them again. Why?
Yep.
Because more than likely it's because when you find yourself alone, having to take care of the kids, and it ain't as easy as you thought it was going to be, You're just
And plus, if that man is wealthy and paying bills, yeah, really, you're gonna leave him?
thinking, OMG, please, universe, send me somebody wonderful because I need help, because raising these kids is hard. Once he gets there, and if you're lucky enough to get a guy who's actually willing to help you raise those rugrats, you're not going to be thinking, well, you better get along with my kids because they're my world and everything. Sure, say that on TikTok. And the reality is, dang it, I blew it the first time. This guy's actually willing to step up and be the stepdad. Hey, you kids got to lock in. Want to know why? Because I need help. On top of that, if this goes a distance and I actually respect him long enough, you kids are going to grow up and you're going to be out that door and I'm going to be alone. More than likely, he'll stick around and he'll be here with me. If I'm lucky. Yes, there are cases like that. And yes, to my female viewers, men put in for a divorce less than 30% of the time. So if you're going to come in with that pathetic, common Kaween excuse of men rarely do that unless, of course, you did something that really pushed them away. So sure, make a TikTok video saying, I don't even know why I care about this. I've been alone for a year and a half purposely. Yeah. Tell us that you're not desperate to have a relationship without telling us they're Kaween. I mean, just say it. Your taco's craving that sour cream. I'm just saying.
Do you really want to put your sour cream on these stale Taco Bell tacos? Probably. So it's okay. So just stay away from single mothers. Stay away from a lot of these women that, tell the truth, are major burdens in your life. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. And I catch you guys next time.